There, this is Clovis from Kinematic Lab. In this video you will learn how to create your assets and use the different tools to make that. So first of all, you have to know that there are two different ways of making the assets and two different ways of inserting them in the meshes. So you have this button, which is the same borders mode, and if you click it, it changes to free borders mode. So the difference is that if I create a mesh, okay, make it to editable poly, and you select some faces here, let's say a 2x2 faces like that, okay. If you are in same borders mode, you will be able to insert an asset which has the exact same type of borders, which is 2x2 divisions, okay. And if you are in the free borders mode, you will be able to insert any asset you want. But the difference is that the topology will be different if you use the free borders mode, because it's going to try to bridge between this selection and your asset, and sometimes going to make some triangles, and it will not respect the edge flow. So to respect the edge flow, we will be forced to use the same borders mode. So how does this work? So I will put this aside, okay, and create a new asset. So I will use the create button here to create a new asset. So this is a plane for now. I will just create a quick asset from that, okay. I will make an inset, okay. Can make a quick circle from that and extrude. And I would say that what is very important when you use the create tool to make an asset with specific borders is that you never touch the vertices of this border. So you can just do something inside it, but do not touch these borders. Do not do that or even that, okay. You can scale everything up, but do not touch these borders. Okay, so we have something like that. I will add it to my library, okay. And I will add it to this selection. So I created an asset from a 2x2 plane, which is exactly what I have here, a 2x2. So I will stay in the same borders mode and press my left mouse button on this icon. So it will replace my face selection by this asset, and you see that it welds all the border vertices, okay, to my face selection. If I undo, okay, redo, you see what it does. But now if I create my own type of asset, let's say I want to make a cylinder, okay. I remove the bottom face, okay. I save it in my library. And now I select all the faces and click on this asset. It says now that you are in the same borders mode, so you can't merge this asset in this face selection. You have to change to free borders mode. And when you press this asset, okay, you see that it's inserted in your selection, but it creates some triangles. So most of the time this is fine, okay, but when you need to, I don't know, turbo smooth it or use quad chamfer or anything, it's gonna look a bit ugly. So it depends on the use you have, okay. But this free borders mode is great because you can insert any asset into any kind of selection. Okay. Even you can insert an asset created with this create tool, okay, in a selection which doesn't correspond at all. Okay. And you can also add some assets which has no open borders, so there will be floating assets. So let me create a simple asset like a box. Okay, I will just modify it a little bit. Like that maybe, okay. And I will save it in my library. So you see that you don't have any open borders. And now if I select some faces, it adds the asset, but it is a floating asset, so it's not merged in my selection. Okay, so these are really different ways to import your assets. So it can be floating, it can be merged if it has open borders, okay, and it can respect the edge flow or be connected anyway but created some triangles. I think that's it for the assets. See you in the next video.